Alright, I am working on another 2008 Chevrolet Silverado 3500 HD. This one has a good old LMM Duramax in it. Had to put a piston in the right side of the engine as the other one had a faulty injector and cracked that entire moly piston. Anyway, so I got the engine in here, and before, this truck was actually a parts truck, but luckily, a majority of the stuff I was able to replace in time. But the throttle was taken out along with the throttle sensor harness itself. So I had to try to put it back in. Luckily, I kept it and didn't sell it. But anyway, so I've had a lot of problems trying to find out where it went. Being that I didn't take it out of the truck, I had to find where it went. So anyway, the other truck that I've got here, it's also a 2008 LMM, but that one is, a four-door, etc., etc. Quite a bit different. It's got adjustable pedals. I don't know if that's what the difference is between that truck and this one, but anyway, that one's throttle sensor actually has a grommet that it goes through in the firewall, and it goes it connects right up under the fuse block. So anyway, this one does not do that. Everything is in one great big grommet, and all the wires, well, actually, let me show you. Let me hop out of this thing and I'll show you. Excuse all the wires as I was having to pull stuff out of the way. But it's gonna be tough to see it up under there. But anyway, this is the little what you call it, fuse panel that's on the side of the dash that goes right there. But way back in there in the dark, way back there is where that huge cluster of wires comes in, and wires up into the dash and into the cab of the trucks. But here's the pedal, of course. I've got to find two bolts. I probably used them in the door, putting the door panel back on, and it probably went to that, but bolts are bolts. I'll find another one. Anyway, this is where it starts. That's your APPS, throttle sensor, whatever you want to call it. That's what plugs in there. It controls your fuel to your ECM. ECM tells the injectors what to do. Anyway, you follow it, and it goes right up in here. Oh man, I don't have a flashlight. Anyway, the brake. This harness actually has another plug that hooks up into the brake light switch right here. Then you follow that booger. It goes all the way to a weird looking connector like this. Now, I don't know if these part numbers or whatever does anybody any good, but this is the harness that hooks to throttle sensor and the brake light switch. Anyway, this has to go up under the dash, way up in there in the Timbuktu, and in searching. Okay, let me tell you one thing. You don't have to take all that apart. You do have to take this piece off. Of course, the piece going here. You don't have to take that off. I was just, like I said, I didn't know where it went because I didn't pull it out. I was just searching. Of course, yeah, you can't really get into much in there. Anyway, you do have to take this off to get the harness back up in here. But if you follow it, you got to pull this little panel off that goes right here, which it looks like that. And it snaps in there. Be super careful, as that booger will crack. As you can see that it's about to split on me. But I'll just have to buy another one. It was dry rotted and just ready to let go. But anyway, right here is where the gauge cluster is supposed to go, and you got the little black cover. You look a little further, look back up in here, it's going to be tucked way back up in there. That is where your throttle hooks to. Why it's back there, I don't know. The geniuses decided to put it there, I guess. And also be careful when you pull this this panel off here. Make sure you don't rip that booger. That controls your automatic daytime running lights and whatnot. But this simply just, I think it just twists and pops out. Or if you can, oh, there we go. You can push that little thing right there and pull it. Actually, pull the harness out of the deal, and you can leave that little bulb in that thing. But anyway, that's just, let me show you right there's where the pillow goes. That's for this little connector's for the speaker that goes in the pillar. Follow it a little bit further, And I believe this ties in behind the dash a little bit, and I want to say a couple wires go to this bulb deal here. But if you follow it right here, is the second spot for the little dash piece that pops out like that, right in back here. You have to move that out of the way, and of course I dropped it, and I gotta grab it again. Sorry. There it is. That's where it plugs in. So I know there were no videos on YouTube that I could find that showed me where that goes. Now, whether I'm just an oddball project going on here, or hopefully this actually helps somebody in the near future, or, you know, whenever. But there it is. Or heck, if you're even trying to pull it out just to have extra wires to do a conversion or something, man, there you go. That's how you get to it. No, it will be wrapped up with other wires going up under the dash up in there, as I did see that some of the tape was pulled off, but it is they are their own separate little wires and whatnot. So, you know, if you see a big cluster that it runs into, just take a razor and be real careful, cut the tape and the loom out of the way, and then you can just take it's wrapped up by itself, as you can see, with its own little loomed up black tape and whatnot. But yeah, you can just follow it all the way up in there and find it back there, unplug it, and there you go, you got your throttle. Shoot, you could even use another truck, I bet you. But anyway, I just wanted to make a quick video, since I just went through this headache and couldn't find any information Googling or nothing. So there it is. Hopefully it helps somebody in the future. Appreciate everybody watching. Bye-bye.